definitely worth supporting if you can. Right, let's get started.
My beloved Charlotte, my wife of 14 years. She's always had a magnetic attraction to areas of study so unexplored that she, by default, becomes the foremost expert. I never know what draws her in so strongly to such niche research, but I support her as best as I can. Perhaps I should not have. The last months have seen her desk covered by a dusty tome of Eldritch beings. Where she found such a book, I didn't know, but the sudden appearance of an artifact like this is common for her, so I paid no attention. Well, I paid no attention until the day when Charlotte was suddenly missing. A note left in her place. It only read, "I will have been banished to the ancient realm. It is for the best." My own wife? No, I could not stand for her to be gone without a trace. Banished to the ancient realm? I needed to understand. I started to scour her notes. I found scrawled handwriting talking of incoming destruction and the banishment sacrifice. As unsettling as they were, they only served to confuse me more. My search yielded 2 clues. One was a torn scrap of paper with untranslated runes. The other was the location of where she had found the ancient tome, the Great Library. With nothing else to do, I took the book and the paper and traveled to the Great Library myself. I hoped to use the tome to translate the scrap and use its secrets to find more answers in the library. What I found there, I will never forget.
Yeah, this was part of the Dreadex collection. I don't remember which one, but I remember it was part of one of them. Alright. Eldritch beings. Compiled for the study and protection against the ancient terrors.
There's my first clue. I should jot that down.
A is like an upside down A. A. Tulu. Tulu is a dark being, feared by all. Tulu causes the subconscious feelings of ancient anxiety felt by generation to generation. He currently slumbers in the ancient realm. Although it is thought he could return someday, his name, something, was lengthened when were translated by the Old English scribes, adding hul to the middle, visually describe his prominence in the ancient texts. So, HUL hedge, we've removed that, we've got CTU. So that should be C, that should be T, that should be U. I need to remember what these are. Right, the U should be C. There's a little hook one. Where are you, little hook one? Is that you? And the key would be U. His name Cthulhu was shortened. Was lengthened when the English scribes added Hud to the middle to visually describe his prominence in the ancient text, then becoming Cthulhu. The Eye of Nyarlathotep. Looks here. Let's close look at it. Seventh that carries out his duties in Nyarlathotep's absence is a being that stays in the shadows, whose goal is to see the return of its master It'll stalk any creature slowly and quietly if it knows that Nyarlathotep's return is threatened. If it's seen when closing on its goal, whatever that be, it seems to retreat. It lurks here. Close look at it. Rat mass. A bunch of rats stuck together with glue. Alright then. Mentioned only once in the ancient texts, horrific for no reason so much as simply being sort of gross. The writer describes it as being no shape and all shapes, no order, all beauty. A sight of true horror and magnificence, true definition of a something. One can construct a rat mass at home with proper supplies, apply glue liberally. Okay. I'm not sure if it was like the book here that I just saw, or if there was actually something like watching me from this shelf here. Right. Gobagig Mountainous. Pillar of melting flesh, sprouting from the earth. Gobagig appeared only once before being quickly banished by the something. The earthquake it caused in its short time on Earth brought many civilizations to their knees, causing a large rift between those affected and the few nations that were not. There's no known way to be resummoned. Sons of Tindalos. Oh, Jesus! Oh, we lost his box.
Where did he come from?
Jesus.
It looks like he took something.
Yeah, he took his box. Hi Tom, how you doing? That scared me a bit too. Not quite hound and not quite being. The hounds are thought to be too horrific to describe. They're a being that exists only in time and manifests through space to follow its prey. It's said that the hounds are not only object. Oh, it is said that the hounds are not the only object. Not only, it's not the only object to exist in time. That even words themselves could be communicated through the realm that the hounds inhabit. Yeah, that's fair. What was it, 340? I just forget how time works. Like, was the big hand the hour hand or was it the little hand? Anywho, whilst I rediscover how clocks work, let's read on some more. The Nofke. All-armed creatures that live in the deepest, coldest parts of the earth. Notably Antarctica and the high in the mountains. They often live alone, although they have been recorded to come together under certain dire circumstances. Most famously when Nofke banished Gobogig themselves, securing humanity's future on the planet. Okay, that tells us something. That tells us something. I don't know if I still need to be like looking back. Right. What's this? Like weird mining pick. A, B, C, D, E, F. I guess that's G. H, I, yep, okay. Backwards E. Be N. Forward E. Should be O. The bow should be P. Where's the bow? That's the bow. You should be P. Hangman should be H. Upward facing bow should be K. J, K. Eyeball thing should be E. And that's H again, okay. We've got enough K. We've got much of the note. Not really. Okay. Eldritch devices. Clock of Tindalos. An artifact stolen from time itself. The clock displays a different message caught in time depending on where its hands lay. The message it shows are never ordered, instead appearing as a string of letters to be sorted out by those who observe them. It is rumoured that adjusting the hands creates altogether new concoctions from time and space. The ancient box, which is the thing that got stolen earlier, taken from the depths of the ocean. This box contains a secret known only to ones that hid it. Ancient texts describe the way to open it has been thrown into the streams of time. Streams of time to keep its secret safe from eldritch monsters. Tradition holds this box can be opened with the use of a single word, though many have tried and been unable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which means that would probably be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. Ah, okay. So the word that we need is madness. That's why it gave us this hint of 340. How to open this. So if we restart, once we've finished this, we'll restart and we'll try and open the box with madness. Okay, the Eldritch Board. Used for banishment and summoning of creatures from the ancient realm to the human realm and back. The Eldritch Board was developed as a way to dispel the ancient horrors. The combinations used to conduct these acts have been slowly lost over time. Although scraps of the combinations written in the ancient alphabet still exist. Monsters Part B. Monsters Part. So that tells us that is B. Is that the one? Nope. Like 4 slices. That one. Nope. That one. That's B. Just heard something rustling then. God knows. Starspawn of Cthulhu. An elder civilization. These beings seem to be neither made neither of matter or energy. A handful of scripts exist detailing encounters with the Starspawn, changing from its own to a different shape and back again, possibly even into non-creature forms. It's unclear what connection they share with Cthulhu, except ardent worshippers. Just chilling there on the chair. Sathogwa, the toad god. Sathogwa slumbers in the ancient realm, oozing small toads out of his paws. Ugh. It's recorded that these smaller toads either explode after a few moments, or cross the dimensionary path to the human realm, or they would take the form of a wild bear, and then explode. The chunks of these toad bears can be reassembled to make clever gifts for parties or other get-togethers. I'm just like, yeah, they can turn into, they can cross over into the human realm, turn into a bear, and then explode. Alright, the Shoggoth. Blob-like beings that can envelop creatures and non-creatures alike. The Shoggoth possesses incredible speed, and immense cold, but slow and become more puddle-like in warmth. Early manuscripts seem to view Shoggoth as harmless creatures, sometimes even shortening their name to a something at the end. Something as was commonly known in ancient language. Endearment. S-H-O-G-G-O. Right, we definitely know that that is H. It's the weird E-O. Yeah. So that's probably an S. The dude dabbing. That should be S. Those should be G. F, G, yep. S, H, O, G, G. Is that an I? Right, if we assume that is for now, an I. Yeah, ancient. Okay, that helps us. That is definitely an I. That'd be Shoggy was common. Okay. Rubber Ducky. Ducky, the Eldritch Duck. Ducky has become an Eldritch being somehow. It is just living it up. Instead of bringing terror to everyone, Ducky has used his Eldritch powers to make sure that everyone has a really nice day, and insists that you take a break to eat a sandwich. Ducky would also like you to know that something means quack. Right, so that works. Do I have seeing? Yeah, so that tells us what Q is then. This should be. Thank you, Rubber Ducky. Rantrigoth. A big bug god, Rantrigoth, decided to slumber under the ocean, near Australia. It's unfortunate because it also drowned. I mean, fair. Rantrigoth is the biggest, deadliest bug in the whole wide world. Except that rule is decomposing. Large chunks of his body can be found on a regular basis floating on the shores near the Indian Ocean. Nobody has dared to snack upon his flesh. So yeah, I think this might be a rule. No, it can't be a rule. Huh? That's you. Who you Maybe it's real. Maybe that's not you, maybe that's a Y. YL. That should be this one. On L. Y should be the weird 7. And R should be this one. No, that one's L. R should be that one. Right. Resummoning a loved one from the ancient realm. Begin with the something. Alright, we definitely need more letters. The bugs! The bugs! Right, okay, so that tells us what F is. And I already forgot what it looks like. Okay, it's the line, it's the bleeding line. Bed bugs. They started as a handful of bugs that were found in a small village. One by one, more bugs collected in the center, forming a larger and larger mound that only continued to grow. To avoid the eventual takeover of the world, the bugs were contained in a lead bucket with a lid. Nobody knows what horrors would be found were the bugs to be exposed.
Infested? Could this have been written by Charlotte?
Nyarlathotep. Infested. I'm not sure what that first word is. It looks like cancer, but it's spelled wrong. Maybe causer? Causer of deceit and confusion? I don't know. Anyway, something of deceit and confusion. The largest eldritch threat to humanity. It's common for Nyarlathotep to infest the body of a human and control them for its own motives. The Nyarlathotep is, at the moment, is unknown. However, if it has taken someone as its host, banishment of that individual to the ancient realm is the only way to stop it from shrouding our consciousness in its eventual darkness. Right. This one isn't connected to anything. Okay, so that's not an M. That is an M, okay. But are you a V? Vid, no. That means you are... You're a W, lovely, right. It's just going to be a matter of trying and find which ones we don't presently have connected. There we go, that's V. AUD. Nope. AUD. Nope. UMMONING LOVE. Where's that one? There it is. You should be D. There we go. Resummoning a loved one from the ancient realm. Begin with the middle four. Press the top two corners. Then press those right beneath. So middle four, top two corners. Press those right beneath. Mark the lowest row, save the rightmost. Oh Christ, okay. Mark the lowest row, save the rightmost, which will be last. Press the sides remaining, and then those in the upper row, press the final node. Okay. Center 4, top 2, this one. Top two corners, then press those right beneath. It was those two, wasn't it? Right. And those right beneath. Save the rightmost. Well, mark the lowest row, save the rightmost, which would be the last. Yep, okay. Okay, I think I see what I did wrong. I want to do these two because these are right below. Mark the lowest row, save the rightmost, which will be last. Press the sides remaining, and then those in the upper row. And then this one. There we go. That's quite loud.
Bit by bit, I saw Charlotte materialize in front of me. With each moment, I felt my heart lighten. But as her face came into view, my lungs froze. Charlotte's eyes were dead. No, not dead, they were empty. Something was horribly wrong. With a crack, Charlotte's jaw snapped backwards, her mouth swinging open in a fully unnatural motion. A guttural noise emanated from her throat. Slowly, her hands grabbed the sides of her mouth and pulled outward, tearing a gaping hole in her face. Bit by bit, a dark creature crawled out of her head. Charlotte's body fell to the floor, limp. Stock still, I could only stare as the creature looked me over. Then, in a cracking voice, it spoke. "Have you released me from that human prison on purpose, little one? Or were you expecting someone else to appear in my place?" I realized that the creature that addressed me was Nyarlathotep, the monster Charlotte had banished herself to entrap. With a cry, I tried to hide my face, but it was no use. Nyarlathotep grabbed me with one hand and cast me into the ancient realm. The world was cast into darkness as eldritch beings flooded over human civilization. I had brought about the new reign of the ancient gods.
Whoops. Alright, So what we'll do, restart with full journal. Right, so this was... Hey. You go there, you go there. Ah, crap. D. Right, that's M A D N. I pressed that one for D, didn't I? Crap. Right. M A D N E S S. Nope. I clearly got something wrong there. Right, see your S, okay. E-N-E-S-S. If you're reading this, a loved one has been infested with the soul of Nyarlathotep and banished to the ancient realm. This has traditionally been a hopeless loss of someone special. However, I have done much research of the ancient text and I believe I have found something important I must hide so it cannot be undone by the evil beings. Bringing your loved one back can be done, and with the use of the Eldritch Vault. Doing so will also bring the soul of Nyarlathotep with them. The world will fall to chaos. However, the first and last steps of the board sequence switched. I have reason to believe this will split the souls apart and bring your loved ones back without the darkness. Pray use this information with immense caution, as if I'm wrong, humanity as we know it could cease. Right. So begin with the middle four. Right, okay. So we start with this one. Top two corners. And there's directly below. Press right beneath. If the last one. Just the last. Sides remaining, and those in the upper row. Let's go!
Bit by bit, I saw Charlotte materialize in front of me. She fell down, coughing a black sludge onto the floor. I picked her up and ran outside the library. She continued to cough, but less and less material came out of her lungs. After many minutes, she stopped altogether. Slowly, she lifted her head, and I looked into her eyes with a wave of relief. I saw my wife looking back at me. She was pale, starving, and exhausted, but she was whole. Together, we slowly made our way to the closest town. I purchased a room for the night at a small inn. While I sat pondering what had taken place that evening, Charlotte collapsed into bed and slept peacefully. All was right.
And there's your good ending. Woo! So yeah, that was a very short game. However, I will say, like, if you want to get this yourself, it is on Steam right now. We'll just pop that in chat again. You can get it right there. Yeah, the dev would really appreciate support right now. And I would like to use this platform to try to, you know, assist with that support. This is pretty much where we're ending stream, so thank you for watching. I know it's only been like 30 minutes. But I'll send y'all over to Stan, who's playing Lethal Company. And they're playing with mods, so things could get a bit weird. I just need to remember the commands. Red. Think 1, 2, 3. There we go. Yeah, I think they're doing like a tier list later or something, I'm not entirely sure. Anywho, thank you very much for joining me. It's been a pleasure, and I shall catch you next time. Bye now.